Hello and welcome to yet another part of e-commerce specialist course, and today we will talk about GTIN and GTIN exemptions. So in case you're working with sellers that are placed in different marketplaces, then this will be very beneficial for you. Because if you're offering services and you are not aware what is GTIN, what is UPC, how to get the GTIN exemptions, or how to list the products based on what is the barcode requirement, how to get listed manufactured products, how to get listed the branded products, then this will be an incomplete knowledge and you will struggle to get them listed or get the approval from Amazon. This is basically specifically for Amazon, but yes, the barcode works for other e-commerce platforms. So in case you're offering services to a monthly retainer basis to a seller, then this information is very important for you. You must know what is a GTIN, what are the various types of GTIN, when and when to use it, when to apply for the exemptions, and what are the various types of listings and where to use this code. A GTIN, a global trade item number, is the number that identifies individual products, and it is not the actual barcode. When a GTIN is available, it will appear next to the barcode on your product's packaging or book cover. If the product you want to sell is your own private label product, a generic no brand name product, or a handmade product, you can apply for a GTIN exemption. If you are selling another brand products that does not have a UPC, you may also apply with the brand's approval. Online marketplaces like Amazon require GTINs because they help sellers prove that they are selling legitimate products and support good inventory management practices. When and why do you need a GTIN? You need a GTIN code to list your product or your bundle on Amazon. More specifically, Amazon wants GTIN codes. But before you list anything on Amazon, check the recent UPC requirements for your product. Amazon must approve your brand before you can use it to apply for exemptions and list products. Brands should be registered through brand registry, but if your brand is not eligible for brand registry, you can obtain an exception by contacting the selling partner. A GTIN is affixed to various barcode types like UPC, EAN, ISBN, JAN. The GTIN 12 is used in United States and Canada and is encoded into a 12-digit UPC, Universal Product Code barcodes. The GTIN 13 is used outside of United States and Canada and is encoded as an EAN 13. ISBN, the International Standard Book Number, is a unique commercial book identifier by barcode. When you are selling the product sold by a manufacturer, then you would require a GTIN. Let's discuss the various types of GTINs. So first is the UPC or the Universal Product Code. It is a unique barcode of 12-digit serial numbers and identifies your specific product among all the other products on the marketplace. As you can see in the image, the bifurcation of this 12 digit is the very first digit comes as a company prefix, which is assigned by GS1, and later in this video I will also cover what is GS1. After that comes a unique number and then the product number. The last number is automatically calculated when the code is generated. Next type is ISBN, the International Standard Book Number. ISBN is specifically only for books and it is a 13-digit number that uniquely identifies books and book-like products published internationally. Again, the bifurcation of this number is done basis on prefix element. That prefix is based on the country. Then there is a group which categorizes the book, and there is a registration element, the title, and the last digit that is generated automatically. Then there are barcodes as EAN and JAN. EAN is a 13-digit uniquely identified barcode which is only for Europe. JAN13 is a Japanese barcode number, and the bifurcation, as you can see, is based on the country. The first 2 digits based on the country, the next 5 digits based on the manufacturer code, the next 5 digits on the product item code, and the last one, that is the check digit, is an auto-generated number as in the other codes. So before you start listing your products on Amazon, you need to check the requirements of your products by each category, whether the UPC is required or the other codes are required. So in case the category is a baby product, as you can see on the screen, you would need a UPC, but there are in certain cases, if it's a private label brand, you can request for an exemption from Amazon, and if they find it legitimate, they will approve it and you will not require the UPC to list the products. Similar is the case of beauty, and the cell phones and accessories also require UPC. There is a long list of other categories which I will share a link in the description below, which is available on the Amazon Seller Central also. When you start listing, make sure you check that list thoroughly and then start listing and generating the codes. Now, when you don't require a GTIN or you are selling a branded product, for example, you are a wholesaler and you want to sell those products which are already listed on Amazon. For example, you can see on the screen, this is a product from Crompton, which is a very famous company for home products, and there are various sellers who are selling these type of products on Amazon. So on the right hand side, you can see there are 6 other options for that same product. In this case, you do not need the GTIN. All you need is to see the existing listing, capture the SIN number, ASIN number from that listing. While listing your product, just enter that SIN number, and based on that, it will generate a unique number specifically for your seller account to identify your specific product. But you do not need a GTIN. The same SIN number will be used. A unique code will be generated in your seller account if you see after the listing is completed. Now, how does Amazon uniquely identify these listings? Because when an order is placed internally, the consumer does not know which seller will, through which seller this particular order will be placed. So that is managed internally by Amazon, and that is why they generate a unique number which is called a SKU, which is generated while you are doing the listing. Since the SN number in these cases, when you're reselling a product and there are multiple sellers selling the same product, then the SN number is same. You do not require GTIN, but the SKU will be unique for each product listed on Amazon, and that's how it is uniquely identified in Amazon's database. So before we proceed with the further content, let's talk a little bit about the cash burn rate. So if you're aware, it's good, but if you're not aware, let me tell you what a cash burn rate is. So the cash that a company or a startup uses for its operation, unless they generate a concrete revenue or a sustained revenue, the amount of cash they use is the cash burn. A company has a stock of $5 lakh or whatever currency you want to calculate it in, and their operating expenses are around 50,000 and its monthly revenue is around 60,000. We can now calculate the various burn rates. The gross burn rate will be 50,000. The net burn rate will be 60,000 minus 50,000, that is 10,000. So the operating cost minus the revenue will be the net burn rate. So the cash runway will be 5 lakhs divided by 50,000, that is 10, which is for 10 months. So a company can have a cross run. So the company will have a cash runway for 10 months. So if you think that your business can generate a sustainable revenue after 10 months, then keeping this cash runway is very important. And if you foresee that, even after a year or maybe more than that you will generate the revenue, then the cash runway should be accordingly. So you have to set that cash flow to keep your business running. And for a long-term sustainability, you must be very careful with the current cash burn rate, because my father always said that he has been running business for 50 years, and he always said that any successful business with least amount of cash burn and generating revenue is the best business practice. Let's discuss what is GS1. GS1 is the only official provider of codes. Barcodes are symbols that can be scanned electronically using laser or image-based technology. They are used to encode information such as key identifier, products, shipment, location, etc. and key attributes, the serial number, the batch number and the dates. Barcodes defined by GS1 standards are very common. GS1 introduced the barcode in 1974. A barcode encodes a product identification number that can be scanned, makes it easier for a product to be tracked, processed and stored. Barcodes improve the efficiency, safety, speed and visibility of supply chain across physical and digital channels. They have a crucial role in the retail industry, including today's online marketplaces. Moving beyond just faster checkout to improved inventory and delivery management and the opportunity to sell online on a global scale. So in terms of listing, how is this barcode differentiated? Well, if you are reselling a product and it's not your own brand, or you are not you are not the manufacturer of the product, then in this case you get a unique code that you can see in the image. These codes are given by the manufacturer. This is printed on the product, but most cases when people are selling it in wholesale, what they do, they generate a different unique code to identify the product and stick it over. So if you have observed, when you receive the product, in some cases there is a sticker over the barcode. Now this can happen if you are creating a new brand on Amazon or listed as a brand on Amazon and then selling it based on that barcode. Then your product will be uniquely identified through that code. Otherwise, there is the only that case if you are not a branded product or you are not a manufacturer. In case you are reselling, I just showed you how to list that product, and in that case you have to pick the SN and the SKU will be generated to uniquely identify that product. Now, what are the number of barcodes if you are selling variations? So what I mean by variations is, let's take an example of a t-shirt. If a seller is selling a t-shirt, the t-shirt could have different sizes, it could have different colors, it could have different styles and different packaging as well. So as you see in the picture, the very first is a large, medium and a small size. So you need 3 different barcodes for each product over there. If it comes with 3 different colors as well along with the sizes, then it will be 3 into 3. That means 9 barcodes will be required. A barcode for each single product. If it's style, then again into 3, and if it's there a variation in the packaging, that means it comes in a single t-shirt or 2 t-shirts or a pack of 3, then again for each pack there will be a unique barcode required. So if you have all the 4 variations for that single product, then it will be 81 barcodes that will be required to uniquely identify each product that you are selling on the marketplace. Now let's talk about GTIN exemptions. So in case you are selling a product that is a handicraft product, or maybe it's not a branded product, or it's your own private brand product, the very first step in that case is to get approval on brand registry. I will give the link in the description from where you can get the brand registry, but that is again extensive topic, and if I cover in this video it will go very long. So probably I cover that extensively in the course, but for now I'm giving you just a brief background that you need to get a brand approval. Once you have that brand approval, then you can apply for GTIN exemptions. So when you're listing the product, it will go to a generic category rather than categorizing to a specific brand that is already there on Amazon, or categorizing it to a GTIN. So these two different categories are, one is if you have a GTIN from a manufacturer, either it's a brand or you are reselling it, or it's a generic brand. So when you apply for that GTIN exemption, your products will be listed as a generic brand and you do not need the GTIN or the codes. This is a simple screenshot which shows how you can apply for GTIN exemptions. So you enter the product category and give the brand name that you have applied for, or just enter generic, and then check for the eligibility. So for that specific category, there is a list of categories that Amazon says that you cannot apply for exemption. Again, for that I will give the link in the description below. You can check through that link whether that specific category is eligible, first of all, for GTIN exemptions or not. Once you have checked the eligibility for that specific category, then you can apply for GTIN exemptions. So once you have a GTIN exemption, this is a sample of, I did a GTIN exemption, our team did a GTIN exemption for one of the sellers based in US. The category was home and kitchen. Now normally for a home and kitchen product, a GTIN exemption is not applicable, but that particular seller was selling the spare parts, like any handle, the holder of the cover lid of the home and kitchen category. So there were many accessories for that home and kitchen category, and we were able to apply GTIN exemption for them. But normal cases, the product category has to be very specific. Mostly only handicraft or self-made products are applicable. If is a special case like it's an accessory and you do not have GTIN or the barcodes for them, so basically for the accessories you do not get the barcodes from the manufacturer, and that's why you need to apply for GTIN exemption. So this was a special case and it almost took us 20 to 25 days to get this exemption done, but yes, it was a good learning. So if it would be helpful for any of you, this video was beneficial for anyone who is working with an Amazon seller or is looking to provide services to Amazon sellers. You can reach out to me on my email or WhatsApp number if you face any difficulties. And next I will cover in my video about AI. So everybody is talking about AI, and more products are coming, especially the ChatGPT everybody is talking about. So I will cover which programming language, either Java or Python, is better to program when you are programming on AI. I will cover extensively which programming language, not only that, how it is aligned with an e-commerce seller, or how you can offer those services or those automation processes after programming to your sellers. Thank you so much. Hope this video is beneficial. Please like it if you find this content valuable. But wait, before you go, let's check how the ChatGPT would work in case you want to look for GTIN or GTIN exemptions, because that is the quickest way these days. So let's check it out. I am just looking for what is GTIN exemptions, and let's see what the result gets. Okay, so the chat is giving me what all about GTIN. So it's so quick. You can get the whatever information you need about from the ChatGPT, and it is the quickest way to get information. Like it? I like it. And also I asked it to write 10 lines for GTIN exemptions, and this is the result. Cool.